Hey, are you having a hard time growing on Instagram? Are you feeling really frustrated because you're posting and it's just not working? In this video, I want to share with you what I have done that have completely changed my Instagram account, because I have gone from 18,000 followers on Instagram to over 76,000 followers in just 6 months, and it's because I changed my strategies. I'm giving you a full-on peek behind the scenes of what has happened to my account, why did it happen, and how you can make it happen for you. My name is Michelle Gifford. I'm a brand and marketing strategist. I help you grow your business on Instagram so that you can get more followers and increase your profit, and I am so glad that you're here. If you want my 131 hook guide, which is one of those things that is really going to help you create better content, you can click the link below and get it for free. Let's go back to October of 2022. I was completely frustrated because I was showing up on Instagram every day and I just wasn't growing. So if this is you, I completely get it. In November, I had enough. I was like, we have to change this strategy. And so I made some simple tweaks. The first one is I completely niched down. Now I'm going to tell you, I thought I was niched down before that because I was talking about online business. But one day I would be talking about Pinterest, and the next day I would be talking about email marketing, and then I would be talking about Instagram. So what I decided to do is to narrow down and niche down to Instagram. And so I just began teaching Instagram on my Instagram page. And the reason why this worked is because you have to understand the Instagram algorithm. Its job is to figure out what kind of content you create so it can put your content in front of the right people, and Instagram gets paid. Because that is true, if I'm posting email marketing and blogging and Pinterest and social media, it can't predict what content I'm going to create. When I niched down to Instagram, I just decided that all of my content would be through the Instagram lens. I could still talk about email marketing. I would put it through my Instagram lens, how to get followers on my email list. There are ways to do this, and don't stress out, because if you can niche down and be known for one thing, after you get your followers, you can start adding other topics so that you can grow that following and grow that following fast. This is one of the most important things that completely changed my business. Once you niche down, the next thing you have to do is optimize your bio. When people find your content, they come to your bio to see if you're a good fit. So don't talk about your dog. Don't talk about how you like coffee or walks on the beach or how many kids you have. Your bio is not about you. It is about how you serve your audience, because it is the statement that says, this is who we're for, and this is how we serve, and this is what we want you to do. Next thing I did is a content audit. So what I like you to do is go and cover that bio. I know, I just told you to create it, but cover that bio and look at your content. If someone were just scrolling on your feed, would they know what you do? Because our content has to reflect the bio. It has to be the evidence that we actually do what we say we're going to do. Our content has to be adding value. Our Instagram feed is a mini website, right? It has content on there that people are scrolling to see if you solve a problem that they have. And if you do, then you have a much higher likelihood of people stopping, following, and buying from you. So once I did the content audit, something changed, right? Because I started creating better content for my niche down audience. And so maybe you're going through low engagement like I did. What I started doing is I changed the way I created content. I was solving specific problems for my specific audience. And because I did that, I have way more saves, way more shares. Another thing I did to increase engagement is I added call to actions everywhere. I am constantly adding calls to action and letting people know what I want them to do, because we need to make it as easy as possible for our audience to engage with us and to take that next step. Next up is reach. In the last 30 days, I have reached 4.4 million people, and I was not even getting close to that 7 months ago. How did I do that? I really started focusing and creating Reels. Reels are for reach because Reels have a different algorithm, and the big difference between the Reels algorithm and all of the rest is that Instagram has told us that it is going to put Reels in front of people who do not follow you. So Reels are one of our best chances to reach new people and reach more people. I started creating content for my potential audience. A lot of times we just create content for our people that are already here instead of looking at Reels as our attraction piece of content to bring more people in, get eyes on our bio, and get people to follow us. The other thing I did is if you go and look at my feed, you will notice that every one of my posts is a shareable piece of content, because it's not about me. My feed is not about me. It's how I serve my people. And if you start showing up like that and start creating content that people actually want to save and share, then your people will start sharing your content. But if you only focus on you and you're only posting pictures of what you ate for breakfast this morning or what you did yesterday, I'm not going to follow you because you're not solving a problem for them. And the more specific, the better. Next is I committed to an aggressive content strategy. I am posting on average 2 times a day. And that might seem like a lot, but if you think about what Instagram is, it is a free way to get in front of new people. I mean, how insane is that I can post 2 times a day, and I can reach 4.4 million people. So if you start looking at Instagram as a business and something that you should be investing time in, then you will start creating content actually bringing you business and growing your brand. I have a whole video that talks about the right way to use Reels. You can check it out here. But I'm using Reels, using trending audio, using SEO on my Reels, and hooks and calls to action. And that has been huge. Also part of that aggressive strategy. And I'm also posting in my stories. Stories are the biggest tool because this is where real engagement, real selling happens. And so you need to start utilizing Instagram stories every day to connect and to teach and to get feedback. And yes, I know you're feeling like that's a lot. Reels, stories, and a carousel post every day. That's what it took to grow this much and this fast. Commit to creating right now. And it's going to help you get better at creating content, get more content out there, and give you a higher likelihood of more people seeing that content. The next thing I did is really focus on getting people from Instagram to my email list. So I use an automated bot, maybe you've seen them, where you can comment with a specific word and then it sends you a DM and it also auto posts a reply to that comment. I use ManyChat. You can click the link below and sign up. It's very affordable. I started using this a few months ago and it has grown my email list by 5,000. And it's just from creating great content, having a great call to action that people comment on that post. They get a DM, they click on the link in the DM and they sign up for my 131 hook guide. That has been huge because you don't own Instagram. And so making an email list a part of your Instagram growth strategy is huge because it makes sure that you actually own contacting your followers in case something weird happens on social media. So I know that you can grow on Instagram. I also know that it really does take work. It takes effort and it takes commitment and it takes consistency. Instagram can completely change your business if you start to take it seriously. If you have more questions about how you can grow on Instagram, put those in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed and we'll see you next time.